We're on the road, we're heading to CES, which is why we're recording this in a rather strange position here at a charging station in Red Bluff, California. We're charging up with our charge point. We've got all of the stuff that was on the roof bars yesterday inside the car because you were getting 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour driving from Portland down to California with the trailer and the roof box filled with stuff. So we've now taken the roof bag off. The roof bag is now in the back of the car, squishing poor Erin in the rear seat, but we're going to see if that makes any difference today on our road trip. Follow us on the main channel because we're going to be, the secondary channel, the Transport Evolved Take 2, because we're going to be making some videos along our way today. But that's not what I'm talking to you about right now. I'm talking to you about the fantastic news from Tesla, its quarterly delivery figures for the last quarter of 2019. At the moment, these are preliminary figures, and we're going to have to wait until Tesla's official Q4 2019 and end of year report to know these figures officially. But let's be honest, Tesla's got really, really good at making its production and delivery estimates completely correct, or, you know, a few cars out here and there. But it gives us a great idea of how things are going to be going for Tesla in 2020. And we start, I've got the paperwork here because I don't want to get it wrong. We start with the news that Tesla produced 86,958 Tesla Model 3s during the fourth quarter of last year. That is fantastic. It is amazing. It also managed to deliver 92,550 Tesla Model 3s during the same period. Why is the delivery figure higher than the production figure? That means Tesla had some cars in stock at the end of the third quarter, which it then managed to deliver in the fourth quarter before the end of the year. And if you've been watching the Twitter feeds and other YouTubers talk about this, there have been people lining up at Tesla stores around the US, certainly, and I presume around the world, trying to get their cars before the end of 2019, and it seems to have happened. Fantastic to see so many people getting into an electric car. I think sometimes it's really too easy to forget that the reason why we exist and the reason why so many other channels exist is to help people into cleaner, greener, safer and smarter forms of transport. And it is fantastic to see that Tesla has broken some really amazing records. Now, it also managed to produce 17,933 Tesla Model S and Model X combined, and it delivered 19,450 Tesla Model S and Model X combined. That leaves us with a Q4 production of 104,891 vehicles. This is according to Tesla's data here, and a delivery figure for the fourth quarter of 112,000. That is phenomenal. Now, Tesla in its press release, or rather in its financial statement, does tell us the subject to lease accounting, but I think most people are not necessarily too worried about that. And if you are, you can always go and check this out on Tesla's investor relations site. That's ir.tesla.com. Now, interestingly, that leaves us with a yearly total for 2019 of 367,500 vehicles for the entire of 2019. And that leaves me with a question. Is it time that we start treating Tesla as a mainstream automaker? And I think it is. There's a really good reason for that. Just before we started recording, I jumped on my phone. Bear in mind, I'm away from the studio. I'm away from my usual sources of information. And I looked at the sales figures for 2018 for Jaguar Land Rover globally. Tesla sold, I think, close to or slightly more cars in 2019 than Jaguar Land Rover did in 2018. And you think about how people treat Jaguar Land Rover. They treat it as a mainstream automaker. Sure, it's a small volume automaker. And in the automotive world, we have small volume, we have a mid volume, and then we have kind of the large volume automakers. And Tesla is now legitimately, and has been for a while, an automaker that is worthy of being called a mainstream automaker. So talking about starting 2020, I'm going to ask you all, as a bit of a New Year's resolution, let's stop referring to other automakers as mainstream automakers and Tesla as not a mainstream automaker, because I think now it really is phenomenally so, no longer a startup. It is a mainstream automaker that is making some fantastic electric vehicles moving forwards. Now, the number of Tesla Model 3s on the road has absolutely skyrocketed. The Tesla Model 3 is by far Tesla's most popular vehicle. The S and the X are still being produced for the niche market people who want them. And I think it's okay to call the S and the X maybe more niche market. But the Model 3 is definitely the car that's helped Tesla become a mainstream automaker. And for that, kudos to Elon Musk, kudos to Tesla. It's been an up and down year for the company, but it's great to see Tesla have such a fantastic set of fireworks to end 2019. And it puts Tesla on a really great track for 2020. This year we're looking forward to seeing the Model Y get its launch. We're looking forward to seeing more information on the Cybertruck. We're looking to see more information on the Tesla Semi, which has kind of disappeared into the background a little bit in the last 12 months. But hopefully we'll find out more about that this year. Is this the year where we're going to see full self-driving? Elon Musk would like to say so. I think a lot of Tesla fans, a lot of Tesla owners would like to say so. Personally, I cannot see it. There's just too much legislative paperwork, too many hurdles, too many legislators around the world that need to be convinced that autopilot is safe or that any autonomous driving system is safe. Autopilot as a technology makes you a far safer driver because it's there, it's keeping your eyes on the road. It's something driving down yesterday. Kate Walton-Elliott, she's behind the camera. Hi, Kate. She's behind the camera. She was driving my Chevrolet Bolt EV, my 2017 Chevrolet Bolt EV, and she noted to me on the way down, oh, yeah, you have to really drive this because she's got the Kia Niro and her car has got lane keep assist and it's got adaptive cruise control. And I think those technologies and autopilot, other technologies, all make us safer drivers. But will we become fully autonomous this year? I don't think so. We're going to CES 2020. We'll be there tomorrow. We'll be producing videos throughout the duration that we're there. And we'll be talking to people who want autonomous driving to be a big deal moving forward. But I don't think it will be. Anyway, that's not the topic of this video. The topic is how fantastic Tesla's year has been. It's going to be really interesting to see how the stock markets respond. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet. I think the whole stock market at the moment is deflated because of certain things that are happening in the world right now. Donald Trump has done an attack and made an attack in Iran, and the world is jumpy, rightly so right now, and I think that's going to push everyone's stock down. Will Tesla buck the trend? Will Tesla still be able to continue to rise during this turbulence? Let's think about it in a fairly logical way. Oil prices have just gone up by $4 a barrel, we've been told this morning on the news at the hotel. And gas is going to go up at the pumps, and that's good for Tesla because it means more people are going to want to buy an EV. So let me know what you think about this great news in the comments below. Keep subscribed and we'll be making more content on the road. I'm Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield, and as always, keep evolving.